fat pre-spawn one. Z-Man Minnowz. Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about the Z-Man Minnowz and the DieZel Minnowz. What they are little swim baits. One's a 3-inch, which is the Minnowz, and then the DieZel Minnowz is a 4-inch. And what I like to do is roll these real slow when I'm fishing for either spotted bass, or in this video in particular, you're gonna see me catching a bunch of smallmouth. And I switched up between the sizes of them, just kind of depended on the bait size that was in the water. And you were just kind of targeting those areas that had a nice transition of rock. This was in the pre-spawn. It was just real simple. You would take your jig head. You can see we got one of our Z-Man jig heads here. Feed it down, nice and easy. And the key to this is make sure you get it as straight as possible. Otherwise, it's not going to swim straight. You'll get it rolling on its edge, and that's where you're going to run into issues. You're going to push it on just like that. You can see it sitting right in there, as so. And then you're going to push the bait up onto that keeper. And when you're pushing it, you'll actually feel it kind of click. With the Elastec, how it's super stretchy, it'll sit perfect like that right there, and it'll grab onto that bait keeper that you can see that was on the bait right there. It's got the big realistic eye, so it mimics a lot of the prey that are in the water that those smallmouth are eating up there. It could be some sort of shiner, perch. This color here specifically is called Smelt. I was using that, and I was also using one that's kind of similar, it's got a little bit more of a black flake in it, called Bad Shad. Those two are probably my favorite for mimicking the natural forage of a shad or any other similar bait that's kind of clear like that. So you can see, fits on there perfect. Got the hook there coming right out the point, nice and straight. And what I would do is take my favorite rod. This is a Rush. It's a 721 medium heavy, so it's got enough backbone when I'm throwing it out there. I can really drive that hook home. I took the reel off right now, but I was using an Ardent Seaforce 3000. The bait, or the line setup was on that, a Seagar Flash Green. It was 20-pound braid, and then that went to a 10-pound Seagar Invis-X leader. That was just kind of the combination I like to go with. I fish it usually on 10 just because there's some zebra mussels up there. It's super clear water, so you could downsize if you want, but when I'm targeting that, you can see in the video I'm talking about fishing either the rock strips, or there might be a boulder out there and I'm targeting those areas specifically. Earlier in the day, you can see I'm talking about this one boulder that was out there, and it came up probably 4 foot off the bottom. It was sitting in about 15, 20 foot of water, and they were using it for shade. So I'd make a long cast with my favorite rod over to it, count it down, get it down into that area right above the boulder or right next to the boulder, and I would just crawl it real slow right past them, and they would bite it. I would let the fish grab it. I'd make like another half turn, maybe a full turn, and then reel down and pull. Not a super sharp snap, but kind of a pulling, but you gotta get pretty hard just because you got a nice big hook there, and it would put it right in the roof of that fish's mouth or right in the corner of their mouth every time, and you'd just be able to flip them right back into the boat. Most of those fish were pre-spawn. They were just real fat, healthy. So that was the kind of the combination I went with. I want to show you the Minnowz, or DieZel Minnowz, next to the Minnowz, just to show you the comparison to the size. They're very similar, but it's just a little bit longer. You can see it's got a little bit more of a, like the tail length right in here is where it's got that distance. And they're both great baits. I actually typically go with the DieZel Minnowz. Those fish up there were kind of short striking a little bit, so that was why I went down to the 3-inch. But this combination, fishing those two, super good for catching those smallmouth. And I also used them a lot when I was fishing earlier this year down at Lake Martin, and I was catching the spotted bass on these. So make sure you check them out. The Z-Man Minnowz and the DieZel Minnowz.
Oh, they're on the rock strip.
There's one right under us too, if you have your drop shot. Actually, I have a big one, Wallace. Give me that net, please.
Is that a good one?
It's a pretty good one.
Oh, yeah. Lost our wind.
Yeah, there's no wind right here. Oh, weird. Let's go over there and bed fish. There's a couple I couldn't catch off the bed over there.
Going already?
So good.
Swimbait?
Yeah. That's a black one.
Yeah. Try the net.
That little pre-spawner.
Yeah. You got one?
That rock's right over here.
Okay. You got another one?
Take that Kitech, girl.
I'm gonna have to switch it up.
There's so many fish down there.
Are you letting it sink a long time?
Wow. It's like 5 foot. I mean, like reeling this almost right away.
Yeah, I feel the rocks.
I don't. Another one on the Minnowz. We're playing all morning.
Yeah.
They're napping right now. You cannot talk to them.
Like frantically trying to figure out where the child is.
Yeah.
is it? Woo! You're small. Maybe I'll go back to Swimbaiting something like that.
Yeah. All about that.
And the walleye would eat that.
DieZel Minnowz. I think he just hit a rock there.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
turn the boat. I'm gonna turn the boat.
What do you have?
Smallie. The rock's right there. They're big rock strips.
Okay.
There's so little here. They're mean though.
Yeah. Looks like the one last night. I thought I had a huge one on. It was little. There's one.
Get him?
Yeah.
Good one? Edible?
It's a jerk bait. I'll take a net. Wow. Right when it's time to go first.
Always.
Okay.
No, not always. Usually it doesn't work then.
Swimbait?
No, you don't usually catch something doing it.
I know. Is that one on
You didn't catch it? Hand me the net. Oh yeah. Big fat pre-spawn one. Z-Man. Minnowz.